And just like that, it looks like we have a tie. Team Red, it was very close. Very close. So let's give it up for our two lovely ladies. It looks like we've got a tie. Team Yellow and Team Green. Well done. You guys are absolutely awesome. Have a seat. We'll see. Okay, so I now have a few more trivia questions, but this is going to get a little more tricky. I need two ladies to come join me up in front. Can I get two ladies to come join me up in front for our beautiful trivia question? I've got one of you guys, come on up. And I need one lady to take one on stage, right? Favorite color?
Black.
Black. We've got Team Black. There we go. And Team
Pink.
And Team Pink. Okay. So Team Black, we've got 1 point with a man's heartbeat slower than a woman's. I just think it's because we got more love to give. That's what I think. Just beats faster, right? Okay. True or false? Women have more taste buds than men. True. Give it up for Team Pink getting another point. Congratulations. I think that's why we make such good food, don't you? Yeah, all of our good taste buds. Okay. Now, I need the closest number without going over. Okay? So guess, I need one guess from each of you. There is a woman in this world that has given birth to the most amount of children. What is that number? What is the highest number? We've got 12. 4 is the highest number. Let's give you a second chance. 10. Okay, so we've got 12 and we've got 10. Does anyone in the audience dare to guess? 40, that's my closest so far. 69. The most amount of children given birth to by one woman is 69, which means that you still get the point because you said 12. Oh, at one go. No, over the side. Oh, 69 at one go. That would not be. Oh, wow. Okay, that completely makes sense. Okay, now we have, here's a little multiple choice. Which of these inventions did a woman invent? Is it A, the windshield wiper, B, paper bags, C, non-reflective glass, or D, all of the above? All of the above, because women are amazing. Thank you very much. Give it up for Team Pink. Thank you. Okay. Now we've got a true or false question. So let's just do our point scoring. We've got Team Pink on 2 points and Team Black on 1. So this is our fourth question. When it comes to looking at themselves in the mirror, women look at themselves more than men. True. So that is no points for anybody because that is false. Men look at themselves more in the mirror, but women take more time deciding on what to wear. Okay, so we've got our tiebreaker question coming up right now. Ooh, we know that women like to speak, right? We like to remind men to do things quite a lot throughout the day. But how many more words do women speak than men per day? Is it A, 5,000 more words, B, 9,000 more words, or C, 1,300 more words? A? And you, 5,000? So we both said A. Women speak 1,300 more words than men. So can you believe that? That we need to remind them so many times that they need to, pick up their washing or do the laundry. So we have to remind them using 1,300 words. Okay, so let us see. The closest percentage without going over. What percentage of women actually think they're beautiful? 100%. Oh, I like your answer, 100%. Okay. 70. Well, Team Pink has just won. Unfortunately, only 2% of women think that they're actually beautiful. So turn to the lady next to you and tell her she is beautiful. There we go. We got to keep reminding ourselves that we're beautiful. And remember, beauty goes beyond just the appearance. This is #BeyondBeauty. It starts at the inside and goes out. And as women, we need to remind ourselves and build each other up. But for now, Team Pink has taken the lead and walks away without chocolate. You're beautiful, and maybe next time we'll get you a chocolate. Okay. So right now, we are going to be moving forward to our silk paintings. You ladies can see that we're getting everything ready on your tables. Who's excited to paint some silk? Who can teach me how to paint? I don't think I graduated art in school. Okay, I've got to volunteer. I'm going to come join your table. I need to learn how to paint. I'm still on my stickman phase. But we're super excited. We've got two lovely ladies joining us, and I'm wondering if they can join me on stage right now. We have Leanne. Is Leanne here? There she is. We've got Leanne joining, and
Topping that work like karate. Topping that work like karate. Topping that work like karate. Topping that work like karate.
I don't feel any energy. Okay, guys. So this afternoon we're going to do silk painting. So it's very obvious that we're going to do paint on the silk. So it's silk. It's a fabric that we're going to use for painting. So it originated in China, and today we're going to try it also. So there's different techniques and methods that we use on painting on silk. But today we're going to use only one technique, and that's gonna be crumpling. And per table, there will be different methods that we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to help each table to paint on their silk. Okay, so we're going to do Ms. Rosina. So Ms. Rosina actually here, she will be facilitating everyone on the silk painting. So first, we're going to show you the demo on how to do the painting. Okay?
No giving up, no giving in. We're match fit, we're here to win. For those who don't know, better filament, information. Where the realest out here, no imitation. Been all around the world, no immigration, and we get it in without an invitation. Sound travels and the ground shakes, and our society has got us on the wild chase. Tell them we'll be back in 60 seconds with the loud bass. We're moving at our pace. Yeah. Shit, he's saying stuff.
Your table. Yeah, paints you will get. about, no, no, later. This one silk we are using different kinds of silk. One is thin and shining one, that for use for panels, wall panels and wall hangings. This one we are doing for shellas and scarves. So this one is strong silk, so you can wash easily, and it's strong, okay? The colors we are using, these are two brands. One is Marabu and one is Pebio. It's available in Abu Dhabi. And we are using foam brushes. So the big brush, this one is only for use to apply the water. Okay? And please, without instructions, don't start painting. Okay, one by one, I'll come to your table.
Yeah, we will
and
visit your
explain
table.
according to your picture, which you have got.
Yeah. Just like I mentioned earlier, I visit every table. There will be different kind of methods that we're going to do. So in each table, we put picture of the method that you're going to do.
These small brushes, if you have three paints, so one color, two color and three colors. Please don't dip this color to any other color.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just use one brush for each colors.
And don't dip it fully. Only this part you have to dip and you have to apply.
Only dip the one and the tip. Okay? Okay, we will visit each table so we can start.
So just 2 minutes, I can show you how to do. But one by one, I'll come to your table and explain according to your picture. So this one we have to apply water first. These balls are there. You can keep water in this.
Yes. I will come and see each tables. You
So
can
two
use
or
this
three
one
can share this one.
and put your
You have
silk
to dip
on
it
it.
full. And you have to make it wet.
And we have to make it wet. There's water in it.
Not too much water and not too much dry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. For the brush, you can only use the tip
Yeah,
for each
okay.
color.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just break it down. So we've all got our silks in front of us. We're crushing them on the table and we're dabbing them a little bit with water.
Okay.
Just slightly dabbing them. And remember, each paintbrush will be used for a separate color. And we only need to dip the tips of the paintbrush.
When we are putting colors on it, the color will spread. If you are using 2 or 3 colors, then the mixing of these colors, you will get more shades. Okay? After that, don't start now, please. First you have to see. So, after that you have to crumple. This one is crumpling.
Is there any special technique for crumpling, or they can just do it how they
No,
want?
according to the tables, I will go and tell. The main basic is this one.
So according to each table's different technique, the silk will be crumpled a bit differently. And Ms. Rosina just said that make sure not to add too much color of the different colors, because otherwise it kind of gets muddy and you don't get that clear, beautiful
Okay,
silk.
it should be inside. When you will finish this one, when you will paint it, after that we will cover it and you can take at home as it is.
You can see the brown shirt.
So, suppose if I'm using yellow and I'm using blue, the third color you will get green. Where you want to apply, if you want lines, you want circles,
Each of your, make it little bit, wet.
So we're actually adding the colors together to create a different color.
You have to make
and just take care, it should go down also, okay?
a little more. Little more? Yeah. Not too. Yeah.
So randomly I am doing this.
Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah. This one only one brush.
If you have big place, you have big table, you have big shella, so you can spread on table like that and you can make it.
So make sure that the paint really goes down into all of the fabric. Because it's crumpled, there might be a few layers.
Now, these bottles you can directly use like this. You can press, and where you want to apply, after that you can dip in water
Let's see
and
Burjeeel
you
later,
can spread it.
once Miss Rosina
So
is
you
here.
will get light shade, dark shade.
Yeah. To make it little.
Almost a tie-dye effect that's being created. Do you
Yeah,
suggest
it's
only
okay, but
using two
should we
colors?
No, it depends. I kept papers there.
Miss
According
Rosina
to
will
that,
tell you
according to
how
that,
to
I
do
will
it later,
explain.
because I think this
They
one
have
doesn't
papers.
require a lot of water. Yeah, just make a little wet. Make it a little wet. Slightly? Yeah, slightly.
If you want more dark, one more dark tone,
Because
you
know,
can
when
add
you're
black.
when you're doing
On
the
the
silk
top of the
painting,
color.
The color it goes if it has water in it. That's why
I'm putting on blue, so it will come dark blue color. Blue and dark blue.
Hello.
If you are putting on yellow, it will
Can I
come
just check?
like green
Make
color.
it little wet.
So right now, just be thinking about the colors that you want to use on your silks. Remember, when two colors are combined, they actually create a completely different color, which is something awesome to think about. I'm trying to figure out how you create pink, because that's my favorite color. So
And the main thing, when you finish the painting, you will not move this one. It should be like this. You cannot remove from here and here. It should be like this.
I think
And
we
it
need
will
to
take
wait for
one
Miss
day
Rosina
to
when she
dry.
comes here, because,
So after one day
she
you
will
can
show you
remove
how to do it,
and you can
because
hang it.
You just make it
You
wet
have to
now.
iron
But
it.
don't make
After
paint
that
on
you
it
can
yet.
wash.
Don't paint on
should
it
they
yet.
dry it in the sun, or should they keep
So
it
just
inside?
make the
Inside.
Inside. Okay, so we keep
All
it
instructions
Yeah,
are
not
there
too
in the
dry,
paper,
not too
all
wet,
of
but
you.
don't paint yet. Yeah. There will be
Thank you so much for that beautiful demonstration.
One painting is there. I can show them.
On how you crumple it.
So Leanne and Miss Rosina are going to come around to the tables
method
now
of how
and
you
just
crumple
walk you
it,
guys
it's
through
the way
how
the
to do
effect
the
will
silk
show
painting.
up.
Remember,
It's okay.
each table has a different
That's it,
technique
that's
and a different way of doing it. For now, you can just scrumple up or crease your silk on the page and just get it damp to make sure that the colors really soak in. I just want to take this moment to say hello to our online viewers who are watching. We are streaming live from Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and YouTube. So if you're not here, we hope you guys are having as much fun as we are having, and we hope to see you tomorrow or on Tuesday when we'll be continuing our interactive workshops.
So this one is the sample. You can see one by one also I'll come to your table. Still it's wet. So it should be like this one day. When you will finish this, we'll pack like that and you can take home.
Just make it wet first.
Okay.
We will
Now
show
the
you
first
later
what you
and
have
tell
to do,
how
you have to apply water
Okay.
on your silk.
Hello, ladies. Yeah, just make it little wet first. You just crumple it a little and then make it a little wet, because we will teach you on how to. There's a way or method on how you will crumple it. Because the method on how you crumple it, it will be the effect of the painting afterwards. That's why you just crumple a little and make it a little wet. Okay.
Cut from the same cloth, we do it tenfold. And we ain't gonna wait for no invitation before we get involved. See, I've never been a surfer, but I'm on a sound wave all over the earth. We can make the crowd shake. Ever since birth, there was words on the ground. I just wanted to rap and make the crowd say we got information. Information, we're the realest out here, no imitation. Been all around the world, no immigration. And we get it in without an invitation now.
I'm super excited because no art technique is needed for this. This is all creativity.
It should
No
be
one's gonna
very
judging
more
my
wet,
stick
more
man,
wet.
which is great.
Not dry. No. Yeah. Okay, okay.
Sound travels in the ground shakes. And our society has got us on the wild chase. Tell them we'll be back in 60 seconds with the loud bass. We're moving at our pace.
Just release me. I need you to love me. Oh, just release me.
Yeah.
I think it's better.
Little more, yeah.
So the effect will be like
Yeah, small, small. No?
see. And now you can smartly put the
Make any design like coloring like that.
This to get all the aggression of the week out.
Yeah.
Yes, we're using a very aggressive spraying technique, and I think we're getting all the aggression. Who's our bright, shiny yellows? Okay, standing. Who is using green? Put your hands up. Nice, beautiful, fresh cut grass, green, stunning. And who is using my favorite color? Pink. Put your hand up if you're using pink. We've got a few pinks in the house. It's Team Pink using pink.
Are you okay with that?
Well,
Are you okay with that?
Right?
Yeah.
We gotta get Team
Yeah,
Pink.
okay.
Oh, someone is coming up to show me.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that is beautiful. Did you do it yourself?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guys, look at this. This is so beautiful. Let's give a hand for our beautiful creation done. Oh, you got, I think it's a present. It's so sweet. Oh, thank you.
So now we're gonna like this one. Like it's diagonal.
You guys are so good.
Or wait.
As I saw before everything even started,
can do it. Yeah, like that.
Stream us live on YouTube, Instagram. to be something that you don't want to miss. I've got a very special young lady that I'm going to bring up on stage. I've got a very important question. You want to come say hi, Aya? Come on forward. Are you having fun today? Are you having fun?
Yes.
Are you painting with silk?
Yes.
Okay, so my very important question. Come stand right up here next to me. We are celebrating a very special day on Tuesday. What is that day?
Women's Day.
We're celebrating Women's Day. Everybody give Aya a round of applause. And that's a chocolate for you. Well done. Congratulations. That is right. We're celebrating International Women's Day on Tuesday. And Burjeel Reem is definitely doing it right. We've got 3 days of nothing but fun, interactive workshops. We've got Beyond Beauty bench talks that will be happening. We will have interesting women coming up answering wonderful questions all about women. And of course, we'll have some fun and games and more chocolates to give away.
Go. Can you? Okay.
I can't hear anything. I have to speak something?
Yeah.
No, I'm sitting. Can you
You're coming outside. Yeah.
check 1, 2, 3?
Yeah. No need. Perfect. Enough.
But I stopped.
Hearing. Okay.
Yeah. But I can't hear myself.
When you go there.
Thank you.
wrapping up our silk painting. Make sure that you get them into your safe bags to take them home. Remember, they take 24 hours to dry. Once they've dried, take them out, give them an iron, or don't give them an iron, up to you. And make sure to take a picture and post it. Make sure to tag Burjeel Reem so we can see all your beautiful silk paintings. Ladies, give yourselves a big round of applause. Did you have fun? You guys answered questions. You went head to head at our Beyond Beauty Cup challenge. You answered some more trivia. You did some beautiful silk paintings. And right now we're about to start our Beyond Beauty bench talks. We've got our beautiful panelists that will be joining us right here. And we'll be getting started with our talks in just 30 seconds. Okay, ladies, 30 seconds is up. This is not your deciding what to wear. You don't have a year to wrap this up. We're going to get started right away. So, like I mentioned before, you ladies are receiving certificates for completing the beautiful silk paintings. You can receive that once it's done, but we're also going to be showcasing your silk paintings. So, after our panel discussion, you will be showcasing your beautiful paintings, and everybody can have a look at everybody else's painting to see what we've all been up to. But without further ado, please help me welcome for our Beyond Beauty bench discussion. We've got Dr. Monica Johan, who is our gynecologist HOD. Dr. Monica is coming from the back. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a seat, Dr. Monica. How are you doing today?
Very good. Having such beautiful women around here, I ought to be good.
I think we're giving off good vibrations. I think that's what's happening. There's so much good energy, we can hear it on the airwaves. Okay, please give it up for Miss Gulizar Joniahan. Please give it up. She is our chairwoman of International Women's Business Group, and she'll be joining our hashtag Beyond Beauty bench discussion. It's so good to have you here. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you very much. It's lovely to be surrounded with so many people and celebrate International Women's Day in style. Why not?
In style, absolutely. Earlier today, we figured out that women take 1 year to figure out what to wear in a lifetime. And I think that's really true today because all these women look absolutely elegant. And on that note, please help me welcome Mrs. Nurhan Khaled, our energy engineer and also our influencer. Welcome to our panel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so good, so happy to be here.
I'm good. Have a seat.
How's everything? So happy Women's Day, everyone, and very happy to see you all.
Amazing. Well, we're so happy to see you, and I'm sure our people at home can't wait to hear what we have to say in our hashtag Beyond Beauty bench discussion. But before we get started, ladies, I'm about to stir something into the mix. We have another doctor joining us. We have a doctor who is a plastic surgeon. He's done over 6,000 surgeries, including famous actors in Bollywood, who's part of his client list. Please help me welcome all that good energy he's bringing onto the stage. You can hear it, all that good energy. Please welcome Dr. Parga Talan. Welcome to the stage. How are you doing, sir?
All good. Thank you. Good to be here.
Okay, well, now that Here. Ooh, let me stand right here. Now that we're all here, I've got some questions. Let's kick off our discussion with you, Doctor. So, our topic for conversation today is balance, boundaries, and
Barriers.
business. Thank you, someone is listening. So, in our balance, boundaries, and business, you come across a lot of women being a gynecologist. Where does the balance come in? Where do you find the imbalance in the ladies' lives? What is the one area you feel that is the most out of balance, and what can you suggest, or what advice do you give to any ladies to get that balance back?
Am I audible? Being a healthcare worker, there is.
Are we able to turn the head mic off and I'll give her my mic? Okay, I'm going to give you my mic.
Can I remove this? Am I audible now? I'm Dr. Monica. Pardon? I have to. Let me know if I'm not audible. So, I am Dr. Monica here. I'm a healthcare professional and I'm a gynecologist, basically dealing with women's health. So, I get an opportunity to meet women of all ages in different aspects of their lives. They are from an amazing homemaker to leading businesses and even to leading in organizations and associations. This is a sheer pleasure and a privilege for me. Over a period of 25 years, I have realized that women hold dual responsibilities. That puts them under a certain kind of a pressure because they want to take care of the home and also want to be successful in their careers. So over a period of time, a certain level of personal stress or the occupational stress that seeps in. What I have realized, especially the challenges that they have to meet at work, and they have to perform the best in their capacity, they don't realize that it affects their circadian rhythms. What is a circadian rhythm? Is basically it is what regulates our mood, our hormones, and also our sleep. I've also realized one thing: at the different ages of their lives, when they're young, they want to build a family and they are building their career. And at the peak of their career, when they're perimenopausal, they are facing the hormonal issues. And I think many of us here, including me, have gone through that kind of a, like balancing the turmoils that you face in your career, and also you have to balance both the home and work. That puts us under a chronic stress, which eventually presents as a form of a physical complaint. It can present to us as a form of musculoskeletal disorders, menstrual disorders, pain, emotional anxiety, sleep disorders. I wouldn't say less, but if I see patients, almost like 50% would accept that they are going through some kind of an emotional stress or an anxiety, eventually which affects their physical well-being. It is said less, I would say it is more than what we expect it to be, because women are intensely affected by work pressures, demands at work. They have to meet the challenges to perform to the best of their ability. It definitely affects their menstrual, present as menstrual disorders, sexual well-being, reproductive functions. I'm saying the least possible, but it does affect a physical well-being in maturity.
And what would you say would be something that we can do to lower the stress?
This is something that it is so individual, and each woman have an unique experience in themselves, trying to balance between work and home. The best thing that a woman can do is being physically fit, free from diseases, get themselves checked, self-awareness, and recognizing, you have to recognize, yes, I'm facing an issue, some kind of a stress. Accepting is one of the most important things so that you can handle the stress at work and at home. And I think it's so individual, and you have to have a support system at home and at work.
Well, I think that is a beautiful, I learned something. I think let's give it up for Dr. Monica, because as women, we just accept, right? I need to get it done. I need to do it. My mom did it. My mom, you see other women doing it, and you kind of believe that that's just what needs to happen, and you just kind of get on with it. And all these lists that you were saying, that comes on, you think, oh, well, I could fall into one of those categories, and you don't realize that that is actually just caused from stress, and actually almost the stress that we put on ourselves for the high standard that we hold ourselves to as women. And one thing that has something to do with that is social media, and this is my segue to Doctor. You're a plastic surgeon. I'm very curious to know, with the whole new trend of social media, of Instagram, how has plastic surgery changed? And you see different trends, different body shapes, one time this is in, next time that shape is in. Has that affected the plastic surgery world?
I think social media it's both ways. There are, of course, some good points to it, but it has also increased the pressure that women have on looking good and following a trend and, being up to date.
Do you think that's a healthy pressure for women to be more healthy, or do you think that's a negative pressure that lead women to, in order to look a certain way, actually go an unhealthy route?
Up to a point, yes. If somebody has a minor problem which can be corrected by something which is scientific and which is safe, then why not? But then, it should not become kind of a race where you are trying to follow the trends all the time, and that's, sort of creating a burden on the mind all the time. Not all trends may be healthy for you, or not all surgeries may be for you. What may be good for one person may not be the same for the other.
Okay, wow. And do you have any advice for women? Have you seen any common thread in the women that have come to you that you can give us advice on moving forward in terms of our body image and our shape, and also just kind of what we hear and see in the media?
I think for women it's important to realize that all of you are unique, and you should not think of yourself in terms of a particular body image, because body image criteria keep changing every year, and you can't keep changing your body type every year. So, of course, accepting what we have is one important step. And don't create additional pressures. I think you already have too much of pressure to deal with. So don't create additional body image pressures. As I said, in particular fields or in particular professions, of course, looking good plays an important role. And in that regards, if there is something which is bothering you and which can be corrected in a safe manner, then why not? But then don't let it, play on your mind, or let it not create more disharmony in your life. So, yeah, if there is something that can be done, you can do it safely and be proud of it. And there's nothing to be ashamed of, really.
Thank you, Doctor. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you. Now, talking about all the pressure that life has to offer us, Mrs. Gulzar, so we know that you are the chairman of the International Women's Group, which it must be a lot of pressure. You probably have so much stuff to do. How do you handle the pressure of life, just with everything that you need to do? And have you been able to find a balance? And do you have any advice for us?
Yeah, actually, finding that balance doesn't happen very quickly. It takes a lifetime and you work at it. And every time you think you are there, you still have to work at it more. For me, I know that you have to master the art of time management. Manage the time that you allocate for your family, the time you allocate for your business, and find that balance. And each one give it 100%. You can't. You have to give it 100. When you are at work, do your work properly. Don't waste time calling friends because that takes time from your working time. But when you are home, also home you have to prioritize because you have your immediate family, relatives, close friends, distant friends, acquaintances. Never, never mix between a good friend and an acquaintance or a family member. These are people who need time and you have to allocate time accordingly. So you prioritize and then you find that balance. And also you have to work out from early in your life when you're starting your business in any way. What do you want to do? Do you want to go up the ladder? Do you want to really be the next, the head of department, CEO, whatever? Then you plan accordingly. You have to really then speak with your partner, your husband, or whoever that you're living with, and you have to reach to where you have his or her backing all the time, and accordingly you work. As I said, if you want to have a big family, it's really, really difficult when you have that big family to really go up the ladder. I'm not discouraging anyone, but it is difficult. I'm not saying you can't afford having many children or looking after them. I'm not talking financially, but do you have enough time to give each and every child equal? And having said that, I know because this is a short program, otherwise I can go on for an hour. I want to also say, always give back. I mean, what I do now as a chairwoman of International Businesswomen's Group is a volunteer position. Always give back because that defines who you are. That really gives a lot to the people around you. Share your knowledge with others. As I said, I can go on for hours, but I know there's another panelist.
Well, thank you. You actually reminded me of something that I heard that was on the nose, is that, sometimes I'll be at home and I go, oh, I'm tired, or oh, why hasn't this happened, or kind of look at my time, and I just kind of think, well, Beyonce's got the same amount of hours in the day that I do. Look how much she gets done, and that kind of just like puts things into perspective. And like you said, you've just got to, time management is so important, and you can do it if you set your mind to it. You get the right support around you, and I think that's such a beautiful thing to say. Don't just decide by yourself, right? This is what I'm going to do. Make it a supportive event so that everybody knows the direction you're going in.
A small comment. Assess yourself. Get to know your limitations. We all have limitations. You have to know what you can do, what you cannot do. If you want to do further, if you go on further, do you need help? Do you want to bring someone with you to help you? Or do you want to stop where you are? It's all perfect. Don't feel bad. Don't feel overwhelmed. This is what I can do. Be happy and do it always with a smile. That's my motto.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Give a round of applause. Thank you. That was absolutely amazing. I really took a lot from that. But now we're moving on. Nurhan, firstly, congratulations on your beautiful baby boy.
Thank you, Allah.
So we've got a new mom on our panel. And we want to ask you, how do you fit in being an influencer, being a working woman, and now being a new mom? How do you find the balance? Where do you have to set your barriers?
So it was very, very difficult at the start. I'm not gonna lie, being a mom is hard. I wasn't prepared to that. We all at one day were not prepared to that. It's difficult. I got none sleep for many days. I had so many things to do, and I wasn't accepting any help, and that was my problem. I wasn't okay to ask for help. I felt that it's my own responsibility to do everything by myself. And here came the issue in my life, that I started to lose my power, my energy. I can't do anymore. until I say stop here. It's okay to seek help.
So would you
It's
say
okay.
you've reached your limitation?
Yes.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go.
Yeah. Yes. It's okay to ask for help, to seek help, so that you make yourself prepared for what's coming next, you know? You have more energy to give it to, for example, to me it was to my son. They are always in need of us and we should always be providing, but it's okay to ask for help. So I left my mess at the beginning and I learned from it, learned to organize myself, learned to give everything its time. As she said, work is work, home is home, social media, and another thing, there are priorities, like I will not compare the social media to my son or social media to my work. So first priority goes to my son, then everything else comes next.
Now, I've got a question in terms of social media. Because we have our phones all the time and, you know, we've got emergency calls, what happens if someone calls us? Our social media is work you can feel you can switch off or you can leave or you can close the computer. When it comes to social media, you've got your phone right there. How did you find the boundary to actually switch social media off? Because that's where I'm finding now the lines getting blurred, because you can be checking something, a recipe on Pinterest, and then 2 hours later it's 3 o'clock and you're on Instagram looking at, I don't know, smoothie recipes.
I agree with you. So that was my life before I have a baby. But now, even I started telling my followers that, yeah, sometimes I disappear for days, like 2-3 days. These days are completely reserved for my son. I don't even touch the phone on these days.
And that's a conscious decision that you're having to make before, because you put your priorities. Right.
So I personally advise everyone to organize their life in terms of priorities. What is the most important thing you care about? This is what you're gonna give most of your time, effort at. And it's different, of course, from one person to another. It's gonna be different from one person to another.
See, I don't have a child, so my husband is going to say feeding him should be my top priority because he loves food. But 100%. Thank you so much. Please give it up for Duran for speaking to us about that. I think, with social media coming on, it's really important to be able to do it, because before we know it, something that just doesn't seem so harmless comes in and takes over. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us here today. Give it up to our amazing panel on our #BeyondBeautyBench discussion. And yes, absolutely. Does anybody have any questions for our panel? We have our 2 doctors.
We have amazing women out here, and I'm sure all of you are trying to balance home and work together. Please share your experiences so that each one of us can learn from each other. And as you rightly said, it's an ongoing process, never seems to end, and we keep on trying to just find a balance and seek happiness. So if anyone wants to comment on anything, share their experiences, it would be amazing.
I think let's ask, does anyone have anything to say about business? Since we're doing business, boundaries, and balance, does anyone have anything about business, maybe related to being a female in business, starting your own business, working for a business, anything that they've learned, a question that they've got, anything they'd like to share regarding business? I know we've got lots of savvy business ladies here who either own their own business. We've got one right over here. Yes, please share your experience.
Even in this century, do you still think it's not right that women have to try more than men to succeed?
Okay, so our question is, in this century, in this day and age, do you think that it's still right that there's an equality still between women having to work harder than men to succeed or to achieve the same? To work harder, to achieve the same.
Talking about gender? Yes? Well, I'm an example here. I'm an architect, which is, as you know, it's an industry very much controlled by men, and I came here end of 70s. Now everybody knows my age. So, so at the time, especially, it was even more difficult, and you are competing in a male-dominated industry. It's not difficult when you are sure and you know what you're doing. You just go on. Of course, you are always outnumbered. Most of the time, you are misunderstood. Even the way you talk, they could be interpreted differently. The way you laugh, whatever. Don't lose yourself. Be just yourself. Here you are. This is what you are. You are a lively person. Stay lively. Don't go and all the body language. This is my body. This is how I move. I'm not going to change it so that people don't misunderstand me. And believe me, after a while, they all take notice and they respect you for it because you stayed true. You did not change because you heard one word from here and one word from there. But you do have to work harder for sure because they are all watching you. And but there is no boss in the world who will not like you when you bring more than your colleague. He will not say, oh, she's a woman. You are doing more, you're creating more, so fine, you are there. Learn to be a good team member. Bring people in, share your knowledge with them. Then your team members, male or female, will appreciate you more, and that's it. So actually, be just yourself. Don't be afraid, and you'll get there. You want to say something?
This is a very pertinent question in today's time when we are actually working, I would say, shoulder to shoulder with men. There is nothing like that a woman has to work harder or a man has to work harder. Both, like feminism is a passé now. Nobody believes in feminism anymore. It is all about, yes, for a woman it is a little more difficult because I have seen that they believe in dual responsibility, how successful they are in their career, but the home has to be right. And as she said that she's a new mom and she keeps her family first and then the work comes. Because if there is no peace at home, there can't be a successful work. So it is pertinent to have a work-life balance. And I strongly believe that if we are fit and we take care of ourselves and there is a sense of a responsibility towards ourselves, keeping ourselves first is of utmost importance. This is what I have learned over a period of 25 years. If you are not well and if you're not healthy, nothing else matters. Work, home, nothing else matters. So I think the priority should be the health. And I think doctor will add on certain things.
Yes, yeah, I'm back. So I agree with you when you say that the priority should always be health, and as I said, it's important to maintain a balance. When it comes to body image issues, we see so many young girls who are in their 15s and 18s and who are getting so much of pressure because what they see on social media. So don't get pressurized by it. I mean, as I said, it's up to you to have the confidence in your own self. So yeah, try to balance your work life and the family life. Yes, you need support from your family as well, I'm sure. Yeah, but that's how it is.
Amazing. It sounds like, if you, as the saying goes, we've all heard it, if your cup is empty, you've got nothing to give anyone else. So you need to make sure that your cup is full first, and as selfish as that may feel as times, especially as being a woman, I mean, I know I get that feeling sometimes, and I don't even have a kid yet, so I'm sure that feeling gets even more overwhelming once you brought someone into this world and you need to look after them. That putting yourself first just doesn't feel like an option, but you need to make sure that we take care of ourselves before we're able to take care of anyone else.
As I said, if you don't have the energy, if you're not feeling well, how can you make this little baby feel okay or feel safe? If you don't have the power to do this, then you should first take care of yourself. But as you say, and then you'll be able to give the people around you the love that they need, the care that they need.
So we've got one more thing that we can speak about. We want to hear about any boundaries that you as women have set for yourselves or are having trouble setting, and balance. How has anyone have any stories about how they created balance in their life, or how they've decided to, or they're still trying to struggle to get balance? Does anybody have any stories regarding that? Okay, on that note, I want to say thank you guys so much. Give it up for our panel one more time. You guys have been so amazing. Thank you so much. I know that I've learned so much. Not only have I learned how to do silk paintings, I've learned so much from this panel, and I've had so much fun with you guys here today. Remember, we've got 3 days. Today's just our first day. We've got tomorrow. We've got our fun interactive workshop on how to take a professional photo on your cell phone. And also we've got a beautiful day planned for International Women's Day that's going to be happening on the 8th of March right here. So have an amazing night, and remember, if you're going to be posting, make sure to tag Burjeel Reem. But before we go, we actually have a little surprise that we're going to ask Dr. Monica to help us with. So Dr. Monica's got a token of love right over here to give our beautiful guests for joining us. Please give them one more round of applause as we say thank you for joining us here. We've learned so much from this hashtag Beyond Beauty bench discussion, and I would say we can definitely check out the International Business Women's Group. I know I am definitely going to. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Thank you for prioritizing us here today and being here 100%. We felt it and we loved your energy. Thank you. And Dr. Monica's got one more token of love to give to our beautiful mom. Nuran, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining us here and sharing all your wisdom on becoming a first-time mom and everything. Let's stand up and say thank you so much to everyone. I think you guys deserve a round of applause for being so amazing. Have a wonderful evening, and make sure to tag at Burjeel Reem on any of the social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We can't wait to see you guys tomorrow from us. Good evening. Perfect.
Hi, I'm from Edge Marketing. Just a part of the organizing team.
Oh, that's great. We have people around here. Thank you so much for coming.
Sure.